there folks, welcome to the Amazing Brick Network. My name's Tori Favreau and I hope that you are super duper. We are building the Hogwarts or Lego Harry Potter Hogwarts memory set. This is the potions and basically the way that these are done, this is a fantastic set here. And the whole idea behind this particular set, guys, is that you build a book that then folds out and into a classroom. It's really cleverly done. I was thrilled with this set. They're not too expensive, all things said. Depending on where you live, you could be looking at roughly, or for us, between $30 to $40 Australian. I bought all 4 of them when they came out on the Lego website on New Year's Eve, so I will be building them for you and letting you see them all. I'm sure a lot of the techniques will be duplicated, as is often the way with Lego sets. But nonetheless, this is still something that if you're into Harry Potter, get your hands on, because you've got some really cool minifigures in here. Also, yeah, heaps of stickers. Though surprisingly enough, as much as I do not like stickers, these all fit really well into this set, for the simple fact is they were almost like placeholders in the bricks. So I got everything in there without too much hassle at all, which was fantastic. And they do look quite effective. They're a good bit of fun. And the actual front of the Hogwarts book, you'll see once we get to it, is an actual printed element. So don't worry about too massive a sticker, because these are about as big as they'll get, to be honest with you. Maybe just slightly bigger, but the actual front that you'll get to see the most, that, my friends, is a printed element. If you're enjoying the show, please hit that subscribe button as you're watching and make sure you're clicking the bell for notifications. It's good to have that interaction with you guys. I do love it, especially when you comment. If you've bought this and built it already, what was your experience? I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm going to point out areas where I had a bit of difficulty, and look, it's generally my fault, but if I've done it, then there's a good chance that you guys will do it too at some point. But hopefully you don't. Hopefully it's just my mistake. See what I mean about that being a printed element, and it looks super cool. So we've made the outside of the book, and as I said, then you do get to build the classroom itself, and the way it fits in to the actual book is ingenious. These things wind up as just a book, and you can pack all of the play set away. So if you do have younger people playing with these, as silly as it sounds, you can get them to actually pack away the play set to make it neater and store it away just like a book. It's really, really clever. I haven't seen Lego do something like this before. If they have, let me know. Comment down below, please. Now, this area jumped in quite nicely, which I was glad about. And at first I thought that they would all be as easy as that, because I could see later on it does build its way up. So on to bag 2, and this is where I start to get stuck once we get past here. They're gorgeous minifigures. You will have some still shots after the actual build to refer to, but they're very, very detailed. I do love them a lot. I think they're just fantastic. So we'll get this area ready next, and this is a build up from the fireplace area down below with some of the potions there, and it's also where I had a lot of trouble actually getting that build to stick onto the next part of the book. On the back there, I don't recall if I'd missed something or I'd done something a bit wrong, but you can see I'm fiddling with it. I can't fix it. I wasn't going to leave it off. Every time I did it, I kept looking and looking, and I think eventually you'll see how I correct it. Just so frustrating, but I was going to leave it out at first because I was like, you guys won't want to see that nonsense. But I thought, no, if I'm stuck, then you may be too. So we keep playing with it, keep trying to get it going. Struggle. You can laugh at this point because it's rather ridiculous. But eventually I do get the set on there. It was just a little bit of adjustment required. But it was frustrating, to say the least. It just didn't seem to fit quite right. So I hope you don't find that to be your experience also. Now we're building the actual structure of the classroom, which will come off on the spine of the book. There's one of our larger stickers that was there, and it doesn't look too bad at all. Certainly fits within the actual feel. I would have loved if it was actually Lego though, all these Lego potion bottles and other bits and pieces there. That fit on really nicely though, and bit of fiddling around with the curve there, but we did quite well, all things said and done. As you can see, we're using little hinge pieces down the bottom there, and they assist with us being able to maneuver the whole set, and you'll see how we do that in just a moment. It's extremely clever, and it allows for the playset to fold in and back on top of itself, so allowing for packing stuff away if you need to. building more and more potions because that's the way we like it. Now, more stickers for more, fake bottles of stuff. Though I must admit the translucent nature of the actual bottles that we made was quite exceptional. And I was really, really stoked that we got to make that many. I think the way the light shines through them will look fantastic. And the archways here are quite cool too. Like they're a singular piece, which I don't see a lot of in sets. And now the way that this thing will work is that it folds in and on itself. See, like I just did then. So that is really, really neat. And it just fit nice and easy into the spine. So then we got to keep on going because there's more to make, folks. As you can see, we've got all that furniture there. And believe it or not, that will all eventually fold into the actual set itself. So it's really cleverly designed. We're just putting together more for the top of the actual spine of the book there. And there's a couple of nice little takes there, like the Slytherin snakes. And ultimately, it does finish it off really neatly. And I thought it looked really cool too. So there you go. The book does fold together nicely. We just add a couple of little details to it there. And then, there we go. Now, this was a little bit fiddly at first. I put them in the wrong spot. But that folds in. See how everything's packing away pretty neatly? That was fiddly, but when it did fit, it fit well. And there you go. So, all things said and done, a fantastic build. And the minifigures, look at them, they're absolutely gorgeous. It was interesting because I'd only recently built the Monster Book of Monsters, which had Malfoy, but with long legs. And then I went back to these Hogwarts Memories, and we had him back in the little legs. So just so cool, very cute minifigures. Such a beautifully well put together set, filled with innovation, great ideas and colour. And that's everything you do want out of a Lego set. So I can recommend this. It was good fun. It is a rather quick build, but I do think it's good value for money. And absolutely, I think all the little elements there come together nicely, that it'll be a great playset for the kids or something that you can add on to in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and happy building.